Good day, fellow observers. Today we're going to do a get into New York test for version 13.2.8. It's going to be to McDonald's. It's a 53-minute drive, 21 miles. Let me activate FSD. Okay, so we have a red light here and we now have a green. So, okay, there are cones ahead. Okay, good. It was able to see it. Now we're making a lane change here. Okay, good.
In 500 feet, keep left to take Meadowlands Sports Complex. Now keep left to take Meadowlands Sports Complex.
Okay. Okay, good. Slow down here because the car ahead was very slow. Okay, good. Slow down here for this merging SUV and even for this one. Okay, good. Good. FSD is able to adapt, moving to the next lane on the right.
Take the ramp on the right. Now take the ramp on the right.
Okay, so we continue on towards I-95 North.
In 500 feet, take the Interstate 95 North ramp on the left. Now take the Interstate 95 North ramp on the left.
We are passing through this toll collection. Okay, now we're speeding up a bit here. So these two lanes that we're on, it's gonna merge. Okay, no issues there. Now here we merge. There is an SUV, but after this, we are good to go. Good. Now we merge here, so good. Slow down, although I would have slowed down even further, but nothing abrupt there. Oh snap. Okay, so the truck was slowing down more than I expected, and FSD was able to adjust its speed there. Now FSD is going back.
Keep right to stay on Interstate 95 North toward US 46.
So that was a good adjustment by FSD.
Now keep right to stay on Interstate 95 North.
So we keep right here, but there is a lot of vehicles. Okay, good adjustment here for this merging SUV. Now, FSD is going to have to move to the next lane on the right. And let's see how it will do this. Okay, good. Now this is reasonable lane change for me.
In 1,000 feet, take the US 46 exit on the right toward Palisades Park. Then take the US 46 East ramp on the right.
Now this is a very tricky situation here, but I think FSD managed to find a room. Although it seems like we have a lot of cars here. Yeah, a lot of cars in here, so it's gonna take a bit of time for us. Okay, so FSD is giving way for this pickup.
Now take the US 46 exit on the right. In 500 feet, take the US 46 East ramp on the right toward Ridgefield, Palisades Park. Now take the US 46 East ramp on the right.
Okay, so let's see. I don't think FSD needs to merge, but it wants to make a lane change. Although at the moment it's not yet possible, but maybe after this. Okay, good. Okay, good. Was able to find a window just in time, right before the bus. Adjustment here for the stop and go traffic. Okay, so I think we have a clear path here. Let's just see how much traffic do we have close to George Washington. Okay, so up ahead there's already some accumulation. And let's see what FSD is going to do.
In 1 mile, take the Interstate 95 north ramp on the left toward George Washington Grid.
Now I wish FSD would go to the middle lane and pass this car. Maybe it thinks it's not yet necessary. I'm not sure how it factors in the inputs. Okay, now we're slowing down here.
Now take the Interstate 95 north ramp on the left. In 1,000 feet, take the Interstate 95 north ramp on the left.
Okay, so let's see. FSD will
now
have...
take the Interstate 95 north ramp on the left.
So FSD, the way it's heading right now is that it's gonna go to the upper deck. I'm not so sure if FSD is aware as to the lower deck and upper deck is gonna be. I think it just follows the navigation. And let's see if it will end up to the lower deck. Okay, so now we are looking for a way to make a lane change. There's not enough room here. Okay, good. So shout out to that SUV. So we would have to make a lane change here, but we have sufficient room. Good, good. Okay, so now one advantage of being on the upper deck is that FSD will not have that GPS issue because it's above ground, and it's easier to just head straight to I-95 South because there are no exits on ramps, and it's not a complicated route, so it's just heading straight and then head to Throg's Neck pretty much. Okay, good slowdown here for this merging SUV. Okay, so I'm reviewing the route. It seems like we're headed to University Avenue. I thought it's just gonna be a simple straight, but turns out no. So let's see what kind of route that FSD has. So now we're making a lane change here, so good short notice lane change. Not really short notice, but it has a small space to maneuver, and that was good. Yeah, it's a simple straight. I-95 North is just straight ahead, but maybe FSD thinks that there is a faster way. So let's see. Okay, good slowdown here for this van.
In 500 feet, take exit 2 on the right toward University Avenue. Now take exit 2 on the right.
Okay, good. So we are exiting.
In 500 feet, take the ramp on the right toward University Avenue. Then take the ramp on the left toward University Avenue. Now take the ramp on the right toward University Avenue. Now take the ramp on the left toward University Avenue.
Okay, good. So now left here. Okay, so let's see. Needs to merge here. Okay, we have a window. Okay, good.
In 500 feet, take the Interstate 95 north ramp on the left.
So it has to move to the left lane.
Now take the Interstate 95 north ramp on the left.
Okay, so I have to press the accelerator here and disengage. And I re-engage. So actually that was not a two-way street, and FSD thought that it is a two-way. I mean 2 lanes, which was not. Then again, shout out to that bus who kind of gave some space as we made the advance. So now we make a lane change here, although it's a bit on the heavy side. Okay, good. Alright, nice. As you can see, it is drizzling and you see some droplets here. I will not use the wiper yet because I could still see through. The reason being is that if I use the wiper, FSD's camera kind of thinks that it's blocked, and so it will ask me to take over. And I will try to give it some more time. But you know what? Since it's lighter, let me just try to use it. Okay. Okay, good. So FSD is able to smoothly make lane changes in tight spaces. I have to give that some credit. And although in tight spaces, it is on FSD's terms. So sometimes the small distances kind of is normal to FSD, but towards the driver, it's a different story altogether. So it's a matter of, I would say, you know, if you're getting acclimated to it, then good. But if not, you might get more nervous when those things happen. So that's just an FYI. So I used the wiper, no takeover request yet. So in that case, it's good so far. Okay, so FSD kind of gives some distance to this van because it was unsure when to make that lane change. And now we continue straight. And good adjustment here for that car. So I'm going to use the wiper again. Slow down here for this car merging. Now I feel that FSD is speeding up, but let's see how long is this speed up, or is it going to slow down again? Good adjustment here for this SUV. Okay, good slowdown here, waiting for the car to make the lane change, and now we continue advancing.
In 1 mile, keep right to take Interstate 295 south toward Throg's Neck Bridge.
Okay, good. FSD continues advancing while adjusting to the SUV that was going out towards the right lane. Now let's see, there is a car that turned on its signal. Okay, good slow down here. I mean, not slow down, but steady speeds. And we head straight.
Now keep right to take Interstate 295 south.
Okay, good. Okay, let's see if FSD will move to the passing lane. Good slow down here. Now we head to the passing lane and pass through this toll collection. Now good maintenance of speed here, adjusting to the traffic on the passing lane. I have a feeling FSD will go back to the middle lane.
In 1 mile, keep left to stay on Interstate 295 south. Now keep left to stay on Interstate 295 south.
Okay, now we
take exit 5 on the right toward New York 25A, Northern Boulevard.
Okay, good lane change to the right lane. Should make a lane change here, but good slowdown for this SUV. But this SUV is okay. So I disengaged because the SUV was very hesitant.
Now take exit 5 on the right. In 500 feet, turn right onto Northern Boulevard. Now turn right onto Northern Boulevard.
Okay, so now we turn here, and FSD will use this rightmost lane, but it
in
has
500 feet, turn right. Then your destination will be on the left.
Okay, good. So it's now on the next lane on the right. I mean the next lane from the rightmost lane. And we do have a green, and McDonald's is right here.
Now turn right.
Now there shouldn't be any issue of it not being able to go inside. Okay, good, good, good.
Now your destination is on the left.
Okay, let's see. I'm still observing where it will go. Okay, so I'm just disengaging, and let me just find a parking spot. Okay, so let me just give my takeaways. We started off from the streets in New Jersey, and it was able to find the path, exit towards I-95 North, and made some adjustments towards that. Now going to I-95 North, FSD encountered this 2 lanes that will merge, and FSD was on the right lane, but because there was enough room, it was just able to switch over once the 2 lanes merged, and then it merged towards I-95 and was good. And that being said, along that path, FSD made another merge. It was a quick one because the current lane was terminating, and so we are going to what would be the right lane of the 2-lane highway, and right in front of it was a truck, and FSD was planning to make a lane change to the passing lane. That being said, the truck right in front and FSD was a bit close. It actually slowed down, but even the car had enough room to still make that lane change, but that was on the tighter side. So it was a tight space in between, and FSD was able to adjust to that. FSD also continued on and exited towards Palisades. I'm not sure what is it, Palisades Avenue, but it took some time to make some lane changes to merge into the off-ramp towards that avenue, and it took some time also to get there. And there were a lot of cars, and FSD managed to scoot in, and also it gave way to other cars, to some cars that was trying to do the same. Then we continued on and headed towards George Washington Bridge. Initially, I thought that it would follow towards the lower deck, but it was heading to the upper deck. That being said, there are a lot of minute adjustments that happened there, like for example getting off ramp, trying to merge into that, how do you say it, to that road that leads to the upper deck, and also maintaining some distance as the traffic was doing a stop and go scenario. And also FSD went straight ahead and exited towards Liberty Ave. I didn't really understand why it had to do that, maybe because it was faster, but I don't think it was that fast. And it exited towards Liberty, and at Liberty, FSD was about to head to I-95 North once again. Well, it merged to Liberty, was able to find a window that was good, followed the traffic, but towards the time to head towards I-95 North, FSD didn't make a lane change to the passing lane, to the left lane, and it stayed on the right lane, thinking that it could just go straight and there will be a separate lane for that, but turns out no. Now at that point there was a bus that was just right to my left, and FSD continued straight ahead and had to disengage, and good thing the bus stopped, giving me some time to manually drive myself. So I went down through the ramp and re-engaged. FSD was able to merge to cross Bronx, and pretty much the bulk of the drive was the stop and go in there and adjust to SUVs that are going in and out. And then we head to Throgs Neck Bridge. FSD went to the passing lane and continued straight. Now at the end of Throgs Neck, it moved to the right lane and continued straight and exited towards here, and then made a right towards Northern Boulevard, and FSD was able to go into McDonald's. At the same time, right before McDonald's, FSD was able to realize that the rightmost lane was blocked by a parked truck, and so it just moved to the next lane to the left, and then that's where it headed and arrived to destination. So overall, I think with heavy traffic, I could say that the lane changing ability of this version is, I think, one of the best, if not the best so far, because even in tight spots that I thought that it would have a hard time, it actually just smoothly glides into the space. And it's something that is reasonable as well. As before, unlike before where I'm not sure, it kind of fakes a lane change but abandons that attempt, and I get concerned because of that. But so far here, it's reasonable, and if it can't make it, it's also reasonable because the way it does it is it just goes in slowly, and if it cannot go in, it will kind of just coast up until there's enough space to go in. So I think that is good, and it's more natural. That being said though, there are some things that needs to be considered while FSD is activated, like for example that its assumption that when it has to go to I-95 North from Liberty, it thought that there was still another lane for it, but turns out no. So that's one of the things that is that needs to be considered. Although right before that, there was already a nav that said like bear left, and it seems like FSD still made that assumption that it could make a left on that specific lane. So those are all my takeaways for this test, and if you find this video helpful or of value, please like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.